Hello, Bill Molyneux here with Bill's History and Wargame World. And once again, we're going to do another game review. And of course, this game is Siege of Khartoum game. Uh, I guess movie-wise, Gordon of Khartoum with Charlton Heston would be something good to watch while playing this. The Historical Game Publishing Company, the same as the Yorktown game. The same type of combat system, which is nice. It's quite similar in the way how I run my games. They're pretty much the same type of combat system, movement system. So when you learn Stefan's games, his system is the same from game to game, it seems like. All right, well, same as Yorktown. We have cards that you flip over and it tells you how many units you may move and attack. Also, some special events will happen. Once again, the counters are made out of a wood material printed by Blue Panther Printing. And the map, again, is made out of like a canvas material. Now, our city of Khartoum is going to be attacked by the Mahdi. Cool sound effects, huh? Now, one thing that we don't have, which in my Remember Gordon games I have, is we do have the Governor's Palace, but we don't have a Gordon counter. So I'm going to grab a counter out of one of my Khartoum games and put a Gordon in there, just for the heck of it. And he'll have a combat value of 1 and a defense of 1. So, and let's hit our credits again. So, our credits are Stephen L. Kling Jr., printed by Blue Panther, and Steve at Blue Panther, the same that prints my Struggle for New France game. All right, well, I'm going to set this camera up into the tripod, grab a Gordon counter, probably play a turn with the camera, and then turn off the camera and then do an end video. It took me over an hour and a half to play the Yorktown game, and I wouldn't be surprised this will be about the same, and I don't want to bore people. Try to keep this review under 10 minutes. All right. All right, well, we're back. We're back at the game, and we have our cards, our reinforcements, and you'll see here I have a little counter. This is from the Remember Gordon game, printed by Phoenix. I have like 3 or 4 copies. Really cool little game. Contained both the siege and attack of Khartoum and the Battle of Omdurman. I will say these counters are much nicer, thicker, and easier to handle than those little Avalon Hill style counters. I had a heck of a time finding our Gordon counter. Now, one thing that I do in my games, and my own games that I sell, is if you don't like a rule, you don't like something about a game, change it. Make it your own game. And I've done that with this game. I've added a Gordon counter. And my Gordon counter is going to have a movement of 1 and a defense and a combat value of 1, just for the fun of it. So, let's begin our game. So we flip a card. 5 modest units may move and 4 may attack. And just like in the Yorktown game, defenses are add 2 to the defense. So the first number is your combat, second number is defense, third number is movement. That is pretty much standard in, starting with Tactics 2 with Avalon Hill. So that's quite a standard process for wargame counters for someone that's new. As far as terrain, it's a +2 defense in the walls and the forts. You lose movement going through the defenses of the through here. So right now I'm going to move up my artillery. And I'm going to pause the camera while I move some of this. Alright, I moved up our artillery, and I'm going to go ahead and do some firing. Range of 4, so I'm at 2, and I roll a die of a 6. Probably should roll out there. So that's an 8, 5, 6, 7. So this unit actually gets disorganized. It does not retreat, I do not believe, because of the defense. So that's our first phase for the Mahdi troops. For firing, we'll fire this artillery piece, and that was a fail. I rolled a 3, and this artillery piece is firing at that machine gun, and I did not roll high enough. It's a rolling of 2, plus a 3 is 5. I need to roll higher than a 7, really. So the artillery here will fire there, and so 2 plus 5 is 7. Defense is an 8 because of this fortification. So the Mahdi's artillery is fired. Our Egyptian card, and I can move 6 Egyptian units. 5 may attack. Any Egyptian unit in Fort Omdurman may make attack twice. So, Fort Omdurman's way out here. 1, 2. I have infantry in there, so they can't do anything. As far as movement, General Gordon's writing off dispatches for troops. And we'll bring our liner down. It's got a range of 4, so I don't need to get that close. 1, 2, 3. Attack value of 2, 3, 1. We're firing here and did nothing. I get to fire twice. So the gunboat failed to do anything. This artillery piece is firing at that artillery piece, and that's an 8, and that's actually a hit. And it's disrupted. This one fires, and now roll another 6. So he's disrupted. Machine gun's got a range of 2. This artillery piece will fire out to there. And I rolled 3 6s in a row. So I've disrupted some Mahdi forces, their artillery. Well, we're over 5 minutes already, and I've completed 1 turn. And I'm going to go ahead and continue playing. And more than likely, I will come to the end of the game and see what happens. Hello, welcome back. Well, it took me 1 hour and 45 minutes to play through the Siege of Khartoum. That also included a UPS man delivering and my wife calling me for help on something. So I'm going to say 1 hour and 15 minutes probably of hour and a half. And what happened was, got up to turn 22, and everyone is dead on the British side. The British did get in their reinforcements. The Nile did go down, and General Gordon counter is here, and I've stopped it here. I've given him a value of 1, and they get a +1 to attack. We're going to 1 plus 2 is 3. Gordon's defense, I gave him a 1 with a 2. So Gordon has been shot, stabbed, or killed, and the palace has been taken. Now, this little Gordon counter, I took it from another game. I probably will take a little image of a Gordon image, which there's a zillion on the internet, and print out my own little Gordon counter to add to this game. Now, there's a lot of neat little things within this system with the cards. So they add a lot of little nuances to it. Really enjoyed this game. Getting through and breaking across this wall was quite difficult in the beginning, but once the Egyptian troops started to get disorganized or lost, then I was able to break through quite easily. But it took about 10 turns of seesaw action. The rules are the same as the Yorktown game, and in comparison to the Yorktown game, I think they're both very, very good, and I recommend this one also. I actually enjoyed this game probably more than the Yorktown game because I love colonial war games, and I really like the Remember Gordon Khartoum game. In fact, I like that one so much, I took the Khartoum game map and I had it photocopied and doubled in size and made my own new counters for that. But I won't be playing that game probably much ever, since I like this one much better. So this is available through Blue Panther Printing, and not my game company, Adventure Game Source Fast Play Games. So this is a totally different game company. Highly recommend this game, and I'm gonna say, if you only have the money to buy Yorktown or Khartoum, I guess it's your preference if you like colonial games more than Rev War games. But the nice thing is they use the same exact system. So the same combat, same everything. So there is no learning curve with this game. I give it 2 thumbs up, and there are no issues other than unless you want to make your own little Gordon counter. You got to have a little Gordon counter in the palace to get stabbed like in the movie. And all the paintings. Well, that's about it. And don't forget, I have my own games out there. The French Indian War Volume 1, Volume 2, Brandywine Deluxe. It has 4 games in one box. And November 4th and 5th, I will be at the French Indian War College seminar at Jumonville Glen, selling my games and talking about board war games. Meet the history professors. Well, I think that's about it for now. Thank you, and like always, stay safe, be kind, and be courteous. Thank you again for watching, and subscribe.